Hello, everyone. Welcome to TOI Digital, your guide to all that's happening in the world of Indian cricket. Beyond the Boundaries, the name of the show. Today, we've got Nitin Naik, who joins us from Mumbai. Joining us from NCR is Pratyush Raj. There he is. Pratyush and Nitin, can I request that all three of us are at the same level in terms of the screen?
Yeah.
Slightly bit more gap, Nitin.
Is this fine? It's better?
Screen is frozen, but okay.
Yeah.
Okay, gentlemen. Nitin, starting off with you. Uh, do you think India will have enough time to force a result here?
Uh, it depends on how the elements will be set in Galle. Do we have 160 overs of play left? If we have 160 overs of play, then maybe India can bat for about if they bat properly. Because this seems to be a new ball pitch from whatever a little that I could see. Once the ball got a bit softer, batting became a little easier. So if India do not lose early wickets tomorrow and bat till maybe they are they're 178 runs to the good, right now they're leading by
Yeah,
178. So
yeah,
if they
yeah.
can maybe double this and bowl about 90 overs at Sri Lanka, then maybe they would have a chance. But I doubt whether we have 160 overs. I really did not understand the purpose of wasting 4 overs today by coming out to bat for those 4 balls, and um, I don't know what purpose it achieved really.
Uh, प्रत्युष, that's my point. मैं जब ये पॉइंट सोच रहा था इसके बारे में कि why did India come out to bat again? People said it's for the using the heavy roller. ये सब पुरानी बातें हो गई ना, मतलब you're running out of time. ये heavy roller, ये क्या किसको बेवकूफ बनाने की कोशिश कर रहा है?
I found it very funny. I thought the first thing that crossed my mind was whether they were giving Kuldeep Yadav some confidence with the bat, because Kuldeep Yadav as a bowler needs more confidence for sure. Uh, Weird, very weird, as Nitin sir said. Like, I mean, instead it could have 4 more overs, and now the weather is not looking good. I mean, certainly it will be on and off, so they'll have to play. I mean, play it as a one-day match, 50 overs, bat like that, score a quick 200, and then give Sri Lanka uh, to chase down the that many over to chase down the total, and rest is up to like a be up to the rain gods with matlab, up to the rain gods then, yeah.
ओके, क्रिकेट अपडेट से प्रत्युष भाई, आप प्रत्युष सर हैंडसम लग रहे हो. मैं भी सोच रहा था कुछ अलग लग रहा है आज. बहुत ज्यादा हैंडसम लग रहे हैं प्रत्युष. मुस्कुरा भी रहे हैं, ब्लश भी कर रहे हैं. अच्छा नितिन, क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम द सब्सक्राइबर्स. Stat Brad says, Nitin sir, will failure to enforce follow on cost India hard in this test? Why do India's bowlers fizzle out after when they are seemingly on top?
Uh, maybe that KL Rahul catch at 20 when Dickwella was on 20 maybe, but that was a bit of a freakish catch if he would have pulled it off, because the ball came straight at his head and tried to grab. Such catches normally stick. But I do not know what else they could have done, Chandrish. They tried everything. I think they would have expected a little bit more out of Kuldeep. But I think all the Kuldeep backers, including me, they probably got an answer today as to why he gets left out so often. Because I think the ball kind of does not get that fizz of the pitch when it leaves his hand, and he gives the batters a little bit too much time to adjust and then play their stroke. So unless you can beat the unless a wrist spinner gets some fizz of the pitch, which he tends to get in India with the SG ball. I think once with the Kukapura ball, I think barring that 5-4 at Sydney, and I think one more 5-4 he got in Chittagong. I don't think he really adjusts too well with the Kukabura ball, but I may be wrong. He may have something special in store in the second innings, but I feel that till as Priyanshu makes a very nice point. Typical Kookaburra ball need to take wickets in the first 30 overs. After that, it becomes soft. India did today take wickets in the first 30 overs, and once the ball got soft, it became very very difficult.
Yeah, that's what Priyanshu says. Typical Kookaburra need to take wickets in the first 30 overs. After that, it becomes soft.
Absolutely.
The Adding to your point, Nitin.
And
Yeah,
Innocent
yeah,
Dikwela failed to face 100 balls in his last 21 innings. Today he faced 115 balls.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And it's not as
He
if
had
he
a point
batted
to
without
prove.
risk.
Yeah.
He miscued a couple of sweep shots which landed in the no man's land. He was taking his chances. A couple of close shouts here and there, but yeah, I mean that's how the game goes. Once two batters are in on a slowish surface, which is not a rank turn, huh? And I think now we exactly realize why Sri Lanka did not want to give India a rank turner, because I think their batting will get exposed more easily against this quality of Indian spin attack uh, compared to theirs. So I think if the weather, and I think what has happened here is because the wicket was under the covers for so long, and it being so damp, the breakage of the pitch has not happened the way it normally happens in Galle, because of the amount of moisture that still was there prior to today.
Okay, a question for you, Pratyush. There's a question from, yes. Priyanshu says, Priyanshu bhai, I really hope Sutar doesn't play IPL, वरना वो बस तेज तेज फेंकने लगेगा.
No, I don't think Vasa hoga because he's got that when even in IPL you need skill to take wickets on those pitches, and I'm afraid
Why should he
that
miss out on earning money?
Yeah, why should he?
what?
I said, why should he miss out on earning money?
Yeah, why should he miss out? And I'm afraid that he might get that tag of a red ball specialist. And we have seen that in Indian cricket in the future, like Cheteshwar Pujara, Ishant Sharma. There was a phase that they were not playing IPL. So uh, with a finger spinner, and I mean, he might get a good with 10 teams. He might get even in GT, he might get few games. But in GT, there is a Sai Kishore who is preferred ahead of him. So if he will look for some other team, he might get games. But I think he's a kind of a bowler. He will get dropped after 4 or 5 chances because in IPL they don't trust a left arm spinner. No coach, no captain. They trust left arm spinner, and credit pitches ko bhi jata hai. We absolutely play on the roads, and with impact player there, so they'll need extra batter instead of an extra quality spinner. It's a good for Indian cricket if he ends up taking 300 test wickets. So it will be good for Indian cricket.
So, Anshul Jain says, Pratyush, was that weak captaincy by Shubman Gill?
All out to club. Yeah, one thing that I have noticed, like you have to understand the other team is also there to play to compete.
Yeah.
I mean, so let's celebrate the way this Dinusa he scored his maiden test 100, playing only his fourth or fifth test. That partnership was
Fourth
really
test.
good. So fourth test, right? And I mean, अभी दूसरी टीम भी खेलने आई है ना वो तो खेलेंगे रेसिस्टेंस दिखाएंगे that's how it is now it is up to India follow on नहीं करा पाए now it is up to India how they will up the ante and I mean how much they will put on the board for Sri Lanka and for Sri Lanka it will be to save the test match so I mean इस तरीके का I mean weak captaincy I think he did okay.
Okay, Nitin, Jitu Solanki says Jaiswal, Pant, and Padikkal will be crucial tomorrow as we need to score at better strike rate.
Yeah, we also I think let's not think too far ahead. I think first we need to be in clear waters. ऐसा ना हो कि by trying, because generally India whatever wobbles that we have suffered it in the third innings, especially in overseas trips. Um, so we need to be a little bit careful here. First, we need to ensure that the test is safe and you know, be 250, 275 in front, and then maybe go for those extra quick runs. Um I feel that if they get 90 overs to bowl at Sri Lanka, I think they should win this test.
Okay, confused says, sir, is RR having an issue with Jaiswal as they are they releasing him or trading him before IPL 2027? Please answer this question. Please, any update? I have read so many articles on this. Nitin?
I'm sorry. I mean, I will borrow your handle. I am confused. I do not know. Uh, I have no idea about this, and sorry, confused. I'm so sorry. I can't answer this question.
Okay, Chirag says, sir, why no quality young off spinner in domestic circuit apart from Saransh?
Excellent
No,
point.
there.
Excellent question.
Yeah. Sorry, sir.
No,
There is
Please.
one
no,
guy
no.
who went there as a net bowler.
Yeah, Tanush Kotian, but he has not. I mean, I was surprised that he was not picked ahead of Sarache. But then obviously, uh, because Chandresh, tell me one thing: if there is a queue and you are in that queue for 2 years,
Ah,
um, once a new season happens, suddenly that queue is disbanded and a new queue comes in.
yeah,
I don't understand this. I tweeted about it also, and I think some readers got a bit upset that the Mumbai lobby is at work when I talked about Tanush Kotian. If he was good enough to fly to Australia as Ashwin's backup, tell me how he was not picked for Sri Lanka once Washington Sundar was ruled out. So
yeah.
I sometimes, the certain calls that the selection committee makes. I respect the selection committee. They have taken some tough calls, but there have also been some calls um, that have lacked logic.
Yeah, absolutely. Hastakshi Dingra says, Nitin sir, hope you liked Australia versus Bangladesh. Must be disappointed by how your aging Aussies lost the match.
Hastakshi Dingra, yeah. I mean, I was not disappointed because I always like when underdogs do well, and I think there's been a lot of overreaction and a lot of, what do they say, um, when a big team loses generally, um there's 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 a lot of there's a lot of happiness around. It used to happen when West Indies used to lose the odd game to maybe a Sri Lanka or an India. There's generally a lot of happiness around, but a lot of people are saying the Australians are struggling. The Australian, I mean, I would love to be struggling for an Indian team. Uh, you know, uh, if I won 12 out of 14 tests, and if you call that a struggle, well, I'll any day take that kind of struggle, having won 12 out of the last 14 tests.
Okay. Fitmonk says, Pratyush sir is the reason behind your glow today. Cetaphil face wash.
नहीं यार लाइट चेंज कराया है ट्यूबलाइट ट्यूबलाइट माय फ्रेंड
Okay.
एंड एज माय
Light.
मदर सेड कि इंसान लग रहे हैं हाँ
Acha. Fitmonk question, how relevant is Jadeja in the last leg of his career, Pratyush?
very relevant. Yeah, I mean,
Very,
again, today he kind of showed that he's not done with the ball, at least, and on those pitches, I'm assured that he'll play till the BGT, and then the call will be taken. And if he continue to perform as a batter and as a bowler, 350 test wicket, more than 4,000 test runs, how many cricketers can have those achievements? So. It was lovely to see both the way Jadeja operated and the way Sutar operated from the other end. One is the future, one is the past and the present. And Sutar didn't outbowl Jadeja. He will learn, he'll grow with maturity. But yeah, Ravindra Jadeja, and there is certain reason why Ravindra Jadeja outlasted his peers. And I'll drop few names. I mean, people can come after me. Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, Ajinkya Rahane, Cheteshwar Pujara,
Yeah.
as a test overall test cricketer. Yeah,
Okay, Reed Savla says KL Rahul slip fielder is a liability. Cricket update says KLR से draw catches drop होने ही थे. Sad है भाई कल के 100 फाइनल के रिजल्ट से. मतलब कल मैनचेस्टर सुपर जायंट्स वन द टाइटल.
Oh my God, that's some
प्रत्युष.
connection. Yeah, he is drawn.
हाँ?
Some connection is drawn. That's some
Yeah.
connection he has drawn. I mean, saying. I
Yeah.
mean,
But what do you think, Nitin? Is he a liability?
no. He's a fine slip fielder. That catch. I mean, that's maybe 2 out of 10 at that speed. I think had the batsman defended, he would have had time to kind of catch it. But I think the batsman also gave it a bit of a thrust. So the ball bounced, and had he not got his hand, I think it would have hit his head straight away. So, um, as I said, those catches generally stick.
Okay, cricket fan says when Bangladesh won, Pratyush writes about Phil Simmons and Mushtaq Ahmed instead of writing about Virat Kohli comments on Test.
नहीं
क्यों
उल्टा
करते
उल्टा
हो?
उल्टे बात मैंने कहा I was like look I spoke to 4 5 people in Bangladesh cricket. Everyone said that Eden Garden match, the pink ball test, in that press conference when Virat said about central contract, he gave examples, and he spoken why the fast bowling is important. So Mominul Haq, the then captain of Bangladesh cricket, and Habibul Basir, who is current the chief of the selection there, and back then he was one of the selection member of the selection panel. They went back to Bangladesh. They made it mandatory that all the 8 first class team will have 3 pacers, the 3 pace gambit that they started. They said no, we won't play on 6 millimeter grass in Bangladesh because ये एक दिन में 1.5 दिन में मर जाता है, and then spinners again come to the fore. They increase it to 8 to 10, and this is not their first win. It started from that test where they saw even the third pacer, Umesh Yadav was India's third pacer. He was that much relentless. And Bangladesh won in New Zealand in 2022. They won here. And look at the fast bowling cartel that they have right now. It is very promising. And Nahid Rana is injured. Uh, Mustafizur is not in their red ball scheme of things. And forget
Shariful.
Soriful is
Shariful.
there, and Taziul Islam, the left arm spinner, he only plays Test cricket. He has played 60 tests, picked up
Taijul.
270. Taizul Islam picked up 271 wickets. So there was
And
a
Mehdi
sift
Hassan has picked up
to more than
220,
200 wickets.
228
Yeah.
wickets. There's one more
So,
Mehdi Hassan.
so
Yeah.
there was a shift of mentality, and if you I mean I've been told by the local reporters there also. So I went back, I listened to that press conference, and Virat answered 3 4 questions of the Bangladeshi journalist, and that comment that they should have a test contract player, and the fast bowling thing, and वहां से वो change हुआ. So I have not written anything out of that. Even Tamim Iqbal, I interviewed him after he became the BCB president. He credited Mominul Haq that 3 pacer gambit कि हम लोग हर फर्स्ट क्लास टीम को उन्होंने ये कर दिया, that instructed that every team should play with 3 spinners, no 3 pacers, sorry, no spinners. मैं पहले 3 spinners खेलते थे playing 11 में, now suddenly they moved. So it is a massive achievement, and credit to them, and one more thing before the way Hassan Mahmood bowled, I felt that we could have won that series with the way Bumrah bowled. We needed just one pacer who could just hit the length, right length. Even if
Yeah,
Mohammad Sami was fit for 2 test matches,
yeah, yeah.
because 36
Uh,
wickets and he ended up on the losing side. And Hassan Mahmood is not express 127, 128. It's just a flick of the wrist, nothing
yeah.
else.
Okay, Pushpavati has a question. Nitin, favorite system, Australia team won't reach WTC final. They will struggle heavily. It won't be easy in South Africa, New Zealand test series also because they have strong bowling. Their batting will be exposed.
I doubt it. If they won't reach, I'll still back Australia to make the WTC final. 5 out of 9 tests, I think they should win. Um, New Zealand, I don't think they have played very well in Australia for a very long time. Their own batting, I think, you know, sometimes yes, they've had recent success against West Indies and against India in India, but I feel that the Australian teams, I think the one trend that I have noticed, Chandresh and Pratyush, is that fact that whenever the team has come from a longish layoff, maybe say 2 months or 3 months, I think the first test after that layoff they have struggled, but then they have quickly regrouped and then they have started playing very well again. So I expect that this team would do the same again. Although I do not know the gap that is there after this test and the test against South Africa. I think there is again a decent amount of gap here.
Yeah.
So how they rebound again quickly
नहीं अभी तो
for
और एक टेस्ट मैच भी है ना
yeah, there's
यहाँ
one
पे
more
दो
test in Mackay. But I'm saying that after this series, the length of time that is there between this between the Mackay test and the next one against South Africa, I think again there are some white ball games I think scheduled for Australia. So
yeah
the one thing that I would be concerned about as a coach is the first test after a longish layoff.
yeah
I think the same thing happened when Bumrah bowled them out in Perth. I think there was a long layoff between, and again had England not committed harakiri in Perth on day two after being in such a dominant position, I think they would have lost that test also because of again a lengthy gap. But I feel that this team, apart from Manas Labuschagne, I think as I was commenting the other day, I don't think they've found a opening batter after
Yeah,
David Warner
yeah
retired,
yeah yeah
and maybe that shift to the top of the order, it might have worked for that Ashes, but maybe Travis said maybe again needs to move down back at number four, number five, where that I think the counter attacking bit at number five is missing.
yeah
So maybe if he moves back there, he may be able to the Aussies may be able to get back to winning ways again.
Okay, Pushpavati has one more super chat. No need Kuldeep Sutar for New Zealand Test series. Won't even require Nabi. NKR should be added to that series. Sutar can play a Test series. Nitin Pratyush answer.
Pratish, you answer first.
I mean, you need a spinner, right? A wrist spinner.
Yes, yeah.
So I think Nabi, if you won't pick Akib Nabi for New Zealand, then where will you? And
No, no, लिखा है
uh,
उसने कि Nabi and NKR should be added to that series.
NKR, whether NKR is fit, I don't know if whether he will sustain that long. The Washington Sundar will also be back for sure in I think in that test series. So it will be an interesting call, but for sure I think Manav Sutar will be going. Kuldeep should go as a wrist spinner option because you are not consider. I mean, we should stop considering Jadeja as a bowler now. He is more of a batter who can bowl, who is a very good bowler, and then two spinners and then pacers.
So
And
on your point,
obviously,
Gatil says
Washi will be there.
Daryl Mitchell is there. How will Kuldeep even pitch?
Yeah.
Yeah, Darren Mitchell, like, he was the first one, kind of. He played, negotiated Kuldeep really well. Yeah.
Okay. Nitin, one more question. Yeah. NN sir and Pratyush bhai, what are your thoughts on India's fielding? Nitin?
I think they fielded well. I think what apart from the dropped catch, I don't think there were too many. I don't think there were any other drops apart from that one Niroshan Dickwella slip up. Gill caught a beautiful catch to get Kamindu Mendes out. Rahul himself caught one to get, I think, what is it, Dhananjay De Silva of Jadeja. So yeah, I don't think the fielding was a bit of any concern there, but I think just when that partnership was on, I think a little bit of the body language kind of fell down. I think we could hear Rishabh Pant, trying to keep the body language up, body language uthana padega and stuff like that. But then you expect that once. I think today was the hottest day amongst all three days in Galle. The sun blazing down in all its glory. So let's be a little bit kinder to them. I don't think the fielding was a problem.
Okay, Mohammad Hamza says, Nitin, what should be lead for in Team India tomorrow to be in safe zone?
330 plus, I think. Anything beyond 330 plus, I think they should be safe. I think if I look at it as they should just try and double whatever lead they have right now.
Okay, Keshav says KL dropped two catches. We would have given
Oh, he
follow
dropped
on.
two, is it? Two, I did
Yeah,
Two,
not
it is
two.
know.
one on in the that what is this, the off spinner who made his debut. What is his name?
Oh,
Keshara
Kesharam.
Novanta.
Kesara Novanda.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
Okay.
I do not
Okay.
know that. Yeah,
Acha,
maybe
Rohan
I was
Kalita.
traveling at that time. Yeah.
Rohan Kalita has a question. Pratyush, does Kuldeep even focus on his fitness?
No, he has lost. He is very fit. He's very fit.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, he's fit. This is, I mean, absolutely unnecessary. Yes, he's not bowling well. That's a concern, and that's a fourth test on the bounce. Eden Garden, Guwahati, Chandigarh, and now Galle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. If Jadeja hears Pratyush, that sword might be out. I think he bowled as well as Sutar, if not better. In fact, he was more effective with older Kukapura than Sutar. People just like a fresh face. Today's theme is fresh face.
You should be excited about the next. I mean, Manav Sutha, like again, the other day I was saying, I mean, you could just have to see Maninder Singh's eyes, the way he speaks, the way he spoke about Manav Sutha. I mean, like, I mean, ऐसा नहीं है. I mean, I'll go back to ACC का YouTube पे, and there's a highlight India versus Pakistan ACC Emerging Trophy in 2023, where Harshit Rana ended up becoming player of the match, but Manav Suthar picked up 3 wickets. And my former editor, who I hope he recovers quickly, he was in awe. बस ये व्हाइट बॉल से ऐसा कर सकता है तो ये रेड बॉल से क्या करेगा. We were watching and he was like, ये इस गेम से इस तरीके से डाल रहा है तो तब फिर then we did a research, and in that year Sutar had played under 23 both red ball, white ball, Ranji Trophy, has picked up close to 90 wickets in that season 22-23 wala domestic season. So he was always in the line. They were readying him, and now the way he has bowled in the county as well. So I mean, he should be excited about.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a good spinner in our in Indian team.
Okay, Nisha Sukumar has a question. CSK head coach update.
I have no update.
Okay, Mohammad Hamza has one more question. Sri Lanka's successful fourth innings chase is 268 at goal. India should give them target of 350 plus to be in safe zone. All eyes on Gill, Padikkal, and Pant tomorrow. Nitin, fair to
Correct.
say?
Well, yeah, yeah, well done. I mean, Hamza is absolutely correct. They need to double this. I think 178 into 2 is what, 356. Yeah, so he's right. That will also allow them to you know place a couple of attacking fielders. Maybe if one batter like Niroshan Dikwala goes a little bit, if he goes a little bit crazy for about 45 minutes or 50 minutes, and I think the spinners today, Chandresh, got a bit hit out of their lengths when he started sweeping so successfully. Um, when a spinner starts getting swept off good leg balls, then I think they are forced to either underpitch or overpitch. I think that's what Dikwela did. Dikwela did very successfully to them, and yeah, and we forgot to give the flowers to the other guy, the Centurion. I think he batted beautifully. He really played well, consumed a lot of balls, got the Kookaburra ball a little bit softer, and I think that solidity at the other end kind of helped Dikwela to play the game that he eventually played.
Okay, Aditya Thakur has been messaging multiple times. Humble request आप लोगों से एक बार मैसेज कीजिए, पिक कर हो जाएगा, तभी हम सबसे सवाल ले पाएंगे. प्लीज एक ही बार मैसेज कीजिए. नितिन, if India gets 3 sessions to bowl at Sri Lanka and उसमें से 1.5 घंटा we lose because of rain, what do you feel will we get a result out of it?
If India gets 3 sessions to bowl at SLN, usme 1.5 hours, then it gets a little tricky, right? I mean, then why I'm saying at least 90 overs, Chandresh, is supposing they get into a situation where they are 7 or 8 downs after bowling 80 overs, then that second new ball gets a bit you still get a chance to bowl with a harder ball, with a harder seam. I think what Sri Lanka did smartly after the second new ball was due was straight away bowl spinners. Uh, Maybe Gill, this is not criticism, but just maybe an observation that when the reintroduction of Siraj maybe could have happened 5 or 6 overs earlier when the ball was still maybe around 35 overs old instead of 40 or 45 overs old, when the ball gets absolutely soft. I still thought that Prasidh produced a beauty to get rid of Dickwella, to bowl a wobble seam ball and to get the ball moving that way to induce that error. I thought was great on his part. I just feel that, but maybe if as an observation, maybe Gill could have brought Siraj on 5 overs earlier.
Okay. MSK 92 has a question or a comment. It's not about being excited about Manav Sutar Pratyush. You saying we should now stop treating Jadeja as a bowler and more of a batter is not fair, in my opinion.
But he in England series he was your second best batter, wasn't he? After Subman Gill. And let's be fair. I think let's call him a all rounder, a great all rounder, one of the finest that India has produced. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Vaibhav Taragi says if Kuldeep does not take wickets in second innings, then पक्का उसको next spasm होने वाला है. Jatin 3552 says your
नहीं नहीं
Manav.
अभी 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 नेक स्पैजम और निगल वाला चला गया. अभी लॉन्गर रोप अगर किसी को बोल दे that some cricketer will get a longer rope, then you have more. I mean, there's chances that he will not play in the next test.
Okay, Jatin 3552 says your Manav is worth man is decepted Rajat on that Bangalore pitch.
I didn't get it.
Pratyush,
Yeah, I think it was
your man.
Dilip. My Manav. अभी
What does
वो
that question mean? I'm sorry, I have lost it.
I
mean, I
think
don't get it.
it was the what Rajasthan versus MP was Dilip Trophy. There's one match where he got
Ah,
Rajat like out. It was a very dream ball.
okay, okay.
Okay, cricket fan says Jaddu is a better batter in Sena, better bowler in Asian conditions. Uh,
Hmm.
okay, one more question, Pratyush for you, Saikat Sardar. केएल राहुल में कौन सा विव रिचर्ड्स देखा टीम मैनेजमेंट हर मैच में कैच मिस रन आउट कर देते हैं और इनकंसिस्टेंट अलग से.
यार पिछले 2 साल में he is your best test batter. Like, I mean, if you take Suman Gill's England series out, then who is your best batter? Jaiswal and KL Rahul. I mean, he is, yes. I mean, sometimes matlab, it is very hard to understand when you see the numbers, the stats. Like he's not even averaging 40. Maybe there and in his defense, there was injuries and there was a lack of clarity. Sometimes he was batting in the middle order, then he was moved up the order. Even in the BGT, where that proved to be the last of Rohit and Virat. If, Rohit missed out on the first test where he opened with Jaiswal, and when वो सारा problem वहीं से start हुआ. So I mean, yes, I mean with the amount of talent KL Rahul has, and Mark Ramprakash, I thought once said that he doesn't even know how much talented this guy is when he first saw him back in England. So I mean, still yes, still is 34, 35. I hope. I mean, Ajinkya Rahane ka jab average 40 se niche hua, it kind of I felt really bad. So I hope Rahul crosses that 40 average test yeah, average averages 40 in test match.
So Chandresh,
Okay,
if I may make a point here about Rahul, since he's often the favorite whipping boy for everybody.
Yeah.
Um, what, why? Sometimes we keep getting asked, why does he get so many chances? Why does any player generally get so many chances? We used to feel the same about Rohit Sharma. That इसको क्यों खिलाते हैं? Dhoni. But what happens is when you see
Virat Kohli initially.
when you see someone play pace bowling especially well, bro. Generally, if you see someone play pace bowling well on the front foot and on back foot, which generally does not happen easily among Indian batters, then you always want to create space for that particular batter. The same I think happened with Rohit Sharma, both in case of when he was made an ODI opener and when he was made a Test opener. By for all the conspiracy theories that Viratians and Rohitians indulge in, they forget that Virat gave Rohit a second lease of life by convincing him to open and giving him that backing that I won't drop you even if you fail for a few games. When he asked him to open against Bangladesh and South Africa in 2019. So, that, often that we forget about that. And with Rahul, why do we always, since I'm a film buff and so are you, Chandresh, when I happened to in the mid 90s when I started my journalism career, I started as a film journalist. So we used to keep getting sent to these on location shoots. So I happened to cover a hero number one shoot in Ooty. They had to do some patchwork for a song called UP Wala Tumka or whatever it was. And I happened to interview David Dhawan about Govinda, and he said that Govinda is like aloo. You put him in any sabzi, and and that sabzi ka alag flavor ho jata hai. And I think the same is the case with KL Rahul. He's such a versatile player, be it number 5, number 6 in ODIs, opener. I think the second 100 that he got at Centurion in when was it, 23,
Hmm.
2023. I think he got it as a wicketkeeper batter at batting at number 6, which made him, I think, at that time. I don't know whether that record still stands. I think at that
24,
time,
24. Right.
yeah, and I think at that time, Chandresh, he was the only visiting batter to score multiple Test hundreds at Centurion.
Hmm.
Uh, so yeah, I think sometimes players get a long rope because they make their own rope a little bit longer because of the skill that they possess.
Yeah.
Sorry for the long answer,
MSK
though.
MSK 92 का क्वेश्चन है. शुभमन गिल DRS record as test captain 41 reviews 5 successful. Why is that case, sir? Nitin sir.
Fabulous research, firstly, MSK.
So,
Brilliant research. I do not know. I mean, if I from whatever little that I saw today, I could not watch the second half of once they were 5 down because I was traveling back to office. But from whatever little that I've seen, his captaincy in England as well as the Test match that I covered in Ahmedabad was maybe there are too many people coming in to advise him. What generally happens is captains nominate either a wicket keeper or a first slipper to what if for Australia, who does Alex Carey, I think, does the mostly the guiding work on DRS, or Steve Smith, I think, does it. In I think in ODI cricket especially, I see a lot when KL Rahul keeps. I think he does most of the DRS. He takes most of the DRS calls, especially when Rohit was captain in that World Cup in 23. There's a lovely clip of the India versus Sri Lanka match at Wankhede where uh, I think who was it? Dasun Shanaka, I think he gets a glove of Shami's delivery, and nobody appeals. But Rahul says, "Boss, it's out." And then when the decision gets upheld, he just looks at Rohit and say, you should trust me more often. So I think maybe yeah, they miss a guiding figure like that, but I think he'll just get better with time. I guess right now because he does not enjoy that authority. That no, listen to me, and listen to him. So I think once over time, I think he may get better.
Okay. There's one question. Kun Talk. Pratyush, weather update day 4 and 5.
rain, there will be rain, I think. Yeah.
Okay, there's some support for Rahul. BG48 PSB says Rahul currently is the smartest brain in our cricket team. Which team? Test team, ODI team, Test and ODI team. Which team? Uh,
Both test and ODI.
okay.
The one good one-day series we won lately was under his captain.
South Africa, yeah.
Okay. Nitin sir, Pratyush, do you follow Hockey World Cup?
Yes,
Yeah, I
I
saw the
watched the
women's game yesterday.
women's
I
game. Yeah, I saw
I
it.
was very impressed.
Yeah. प्रत्युष भाई आवारापन 2 देख लिया?
स्पाइडरमैन देखा है।
हमारा अपन
Okay,
करेंगे
MSK
ना,
92
देखेंगे क्या?
MSK
हाँ
92 says Nitin sir
हमारा अपन
that
करना है, देखना नहीं है.
okay, MSK 92 says Nitin sir, the DRS record was shown briefly on live broadcast today. It's not my research, just to clarify.
Okay,
Lovely.
but still, I mean, great to notice it
Yeah.
and great to point that out and bring it to our notice. I mean, we did not generally MSK. I watch a lot of cricket, especially when I'm at home. Test cricket, I prefer to watch it on mute because I think I follow the game better that way. So and I get a little bit irritated when the ad volume suddenly goes up. So I generally prefer to keep the channel on mute and watch Test cricket. So it allows me that ground wala feeling.
Ad or
So
commentary, sir.
I'm sorry.
Ad या commentary.
हाँ मतलब मैं जनरली आई प्रेफर टू वॉच इट एट म्यूट बिकॉज वो एड का
Yeah.
वॉल्यूम बहुत तेज हो जाता है स्पेशली ऑन डिजिटल स्ट्रीम्स.
Yeah.
Okay. Colombo test, Kuldeep last test, sir. If performance remains the same, he couldn't get on this wicket. Real worry. Pratyush?
No, I mean, look, whether his spot place will be in danger, but you find me a better wrist spinner than Kuldeep Yadav in the current domestic setup. You find him, I mean, yes, he's not performing well, but he needs to, I mean, he needs a backup now, backing now. So I don't think it will be his last. No. I
Okay. Nishant Agarwal says, Nitin bro, where is DD Bhai? उन्हें मार्गदर्शक मंडली में डाल दिया क्या?
Interesting you phraseology, bro, bhai, Margdarshak Mandal. So he's got a mix of Gen Z, boomer, and everything here. So
Millennial.
uh, yeah, I mean it is. I think he would be a little tired of today because I think there are a couple of reporting assignments in Chennai where his team have gone out. So I think he's manning the desk over there. But I think you'll see him soon.
Priyanshu says, Nitin sir, you're missing out on iconic. गोली मारी राम को, लगी शाम को, मर गया तिवारी.
I'm sorry, I don't know what this means. I'm sorry, Priyanshu.
This
What does
is
it mean?
this is Sidhu's line.
नवजोत
But
सिंह
what is the
सिद्धू's
reference?
commentary.
मतलब क्या है
Comment
वो? What
कोई
is?
reference
I
नहीं,
think ये
reference
गोविंदा
नहीं.
वाला जो हिसाब था ना वो वाला है.
अच्छा. Okay, I'm so sorry, yaar. Priyanshu, I wish I could enlighten you more on that, but I'm sorry, I did not hear Sidhu speak that. And as I mentioned, I generally prefer to watch commentary, TV or mute when I'm watching Test cricket.
Pratyush bhai, buzz around VVS as director of cricket. What is the reality?
No,
Huh?
नहीं.
Okay, fine. आपको आपका जवाब मिल गया. Pratyush bhai, have you followed Yash Rathod? How is he as a batsman?
Yeah, he's a very good batter. Yeah. I mean, the yes, Rathore, Aman Mukhade, uh, these with Ravichandran Smaran, Sheikh Rashid, in the next Mushir Khan as well, Karthike, what is his name? Jharkhand's wicketkeeper. You'll see these players in the next India setup for next 2-3
Okay.
years.
Was this underperformance or underpreparedness from Sri Lanka? Nitin? Vinit is asking.
Neither. I think they got outbowled by the Indian spinners and outbatted. I think the Indian batters are of a higher class and more experienced than the Sri Lankans. And I think on the first day the spinners bowled too short. The Sri Lankan spinners, I think they bowled too short, which gave the batters enough time. And as I said, that the you know the once the ball got a bit softer, then I think they really struggled. I think both sets of spinners, I think, struggled once the ball got a bit softer. I fear to think what would have happened had Prasid not got that breakthrough. Uh, maybe we would have had both batters getting hundreds.
Okay. Jatin 3552 says, "NN sir, यार आप काफी भोले हो."
क्यों भाई भोले हो?
भोले, हाँ. I think with regards to the Sidhu comment.
Sorry, I did not get. I mean, I mean, there's nothing about bhola here, but I had not heard it. I'm sorry.
Okay. Nishant Nagarwal 8341. Nitin, dude, I am millennials like you.
I'm not a millennial, Nishant. My kids are Gen Z, so my kids are 18-year-old. Both my daughters are 18, so I don't think that I'm a millennial. I mean, you're being very kind to me by calling me a millennial. I'm 1973 born, so I'm closer to my retirement right now.
Okay, one more. Nitin, Devdutt Padikkal is locked at number 3 now.
Should be, no? Should be. I think he looks the part. Chandresh. He looks very organized. The setup, as the way the batters generally set up. Once you see them stand, I think that's what I think with Sai. What used to happen was, especially what concerned me more about the red ball game was the couple of hit wicket dismissals that happened in the IPL in back-to-back games. Where the bat kind of slipped out of his hand, and so that just suggests a bit of franticness, or how what should I say? Too much of unnecessary movement. He has a lot of time, like Sadgopan Ramesh used to have, to play the quicks. But I feel that he's a bit limited on the leg side. I think Devdutt, has got a well balanced game on both sides of the pitch, and I think when you come up against stronger bowling attacks, I think if you have a batter who can score only on one side of the pitch, then I think, and especially who's batting at 3, then I think you might get a little bit stuck over there. So I think Devdutt should be the guy locked in at number 3 for a while at least, unless there's an unfortunate injury.
Okay, final question of the day. Pratyush, I have observed current Aussie pace attack somehow struggles to take wickets on placid wickets after BGT defeat under Payne. Under Pat, they switched to bowling friendly wickets. Same happened in WTC.
Good point.
Good observation.
Good observation.
Valid. Good. Yes, but they won Ashes comfortably on those pitches were not that bowlers friendly. A few of them were. It is my only problem with the concern for Australia is their pacers are aging, but still I think they will manage to do well. But it is the batting they don't, and you see the Sheffield scene. There are no good batters, not a good no good openers. There are players you might see. Camden Green is their best shot. Webster, they both will play in the playing 11. There's another Copper Connolly. When they will play in India, you'll see him play left arm spinner and is a decent batter. So overall, जो batting का वहाँ पे है, that is like uh, it's concerning.
Okay, last two comments. Hi, I think the match is going to be a draw due to rain. And Priyanshu says, funny thing is, Bangladesh are likely to finish over India in this WTC cycle. Why is that funny? Nitin?
I don't think so. I think India will. If the weather holds true here, I think India should win this test. And also, I think at SSA, I think India should be able to pull that match through as well, unless there's a spectacular batting collapse. But in this Sri Lankan lineup, Chandresh, I do not see any bowler like Rangana Herath. I think Rangana Herath, one of his great skills was he used to always challenge the front pad of your batters. I mean, even that test match that in Galle, in fact, in 2015, if you see the score sheet, that 7-wicket haul, a lot of batters were either bowled or LBW. He had this ability to fool the batter to play for the turn, but actually could bowl that straighter one, and which could hit the pad, or get batters out bowled. So I don't think anyone from this lineup has that has that ability. Even someone like Suranga Lakmal, I think, very underrated bowler, who used to bowl well on subcontinent tracks. But yeah, I don't think this lineup has got enough to challenge the Indian batters.
Okay, absolute last question, Pratyush. The important question. Even Afghanistan is sending their B team for Asian Games. Why are we sending our main squad?
हमारे पास डेप्थ ज्यादा है.
So we can afford to play a one-day series at the same time as the Asian Games.
तो पता कैसे चलेगा आईपीएल की वजह से डेप्थ इतना क्रिएट हुआ है.
It's almost like वो All Stars team, USA का basketball का.
Dream team, yeah.
ड्रीम टीम, गोल्ड मेडल.
Dream team, dream team.
92, yeah.
Chale, on that note, thanks a lot, Nitin. Thanks a lot, Pratyush. That's it for today. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. Hype का बटन दबाइए. Super chat के जरिए सवाल पूछिए. That's it for today. Goodbye, good night, and God bless.
Thank you.